The notification popped up while I was scrubbing toilets at the Marriott. Congratulations to Bethany Chen on her Harvard acceptance. So proud of my brilliant daughter. Hashtag Lugasai admit hashtag Chen excellence. My aunt's Facebook post had 847 likes. The comments were a symphony of privilege, country club friends praising Bethany's dedication, relatives I'd never met claiming good genes, and my own parents hitting the heart reaction because what else could they do? I set down my cleaning supplies and opened Instagram. There she was, my cousin, my childhood best friend, the girl I'd tutored through pre-calc, posing in front of Johnston Gate in a Harvard hoodie that should have been mine. The caption read, "Some people are meant for the Ivy League, others aren't. Natural selection, baby." But I knew what she really meant. We both did. My name is Eris Chen, and 4 years ago, I scored a perfect S8. Not almost perfect, perfect. 1600. Plus 3 800s on subject tests. Plus a 36 on the ACT because I was paranoid about testing errors. I was supposed to be the Chen family's American dream realized. The daughter of immigrants who cleaned offices and delivered newspapers, bootstrapping her way to Harvard on merit alone. Instead, I was scrubbing strangers' bathrooms while my cousin lived my life. But today, May 19, 2024, Harvard's Dean of Academic Integrity was about to have an interesting conversation with Bethany Chen. Because I'd waited 4 years for this moment, and revenge tastes better with a diploma she'll never receive. Let me rewind. Growing up, Bethany and I were inseparable despite the economic canyon between us. Her parents owned Chen Industries, importing real estate, the kind of money that compounds. Mine worked for Chen Industries, dad in the warehouse, mom in accounting, the kind of labor that pays bills and nothing more. Every family gathering happened at Bethany's house because ours was too small for entertaining. I wore her hand-me-downs, pretended they were vintage finds. She complained about getting a BMW for her 16th birthday because she'd wanted a Tesla. I took 3 buses to school. But I had something Bethany didn't. A brain that understood patterns, logic, the beautiful certainty of mathematics. While she struggled with basic algebra, I was teaching myself calculus from library books. My teachers started noticing, then advocating, then pushing me toward dreams bigger than our apartment's thin walls could contain. Harvard, Mrs. Peterson said during junior year. You could actually do it, Iris. Full ride. They have programs for students like you. Students like me. Poor but brilliant. Diverse but deserving. The kind of story admissions officers loved, if I could prove it on paper. So I studied. Every morning at 4 a.m. before my shift at the diner. Every break between classes. Every night after helping mom with her English homework for citizenship classes. I turned myself into a testing machine because standardized scores don't care about your zip code. Bethany noticed my transformation. "Why are you killing yourself?" she asked one day, finding me in the library during lunch. "It's not like Harvard accepts charity cases. They accept students with perfect scores," I said quietly. She laughed, that bright, careless sound of someone who'd never worried about anything. "Nobody gets perfect scores, Iris. Be realistic." The night before this S8, she called. "I'm freaking out," she whined. "What if I bomb this? My parents will literally die. Can you come over?" Just to calm me down. I should have said no. Should have protected my sleep, my focus, my future. But she was family, and in my culture, you don't abandon family. I spent 3 hours at her house, walking her through strategies, calming her anxiety, making sure she had the right calculator. Her parents thanked me profusely, slipping a 50 into my hand for gas, even though they knew I'd taken the bus. "You were a good cousin," Aunt Linda said. "Bethany's lucky to have you, even if you're not going to the same kinds of schools." The test itself was a blur of certainty. Every question fell into place like pieces of a puzzle I'd been solving my whole life. I walked out knowing, not hoping, knowing, I'd aced it. Bethany was crying in the parking lot. I totally failed. I couldn't even finish the math section. My life is over. "You did fine," I lied, hugging her. "Scores aren't everything." 6 weeks later, the emails came. I was at work, cleaning room 412, when my phone buzzed. "Your SAT scores are now available." I sat on the unmade bed, hands shaking as I logged in. The page loaded slowly, the Marriott's Wi-Fi struggling. Then, math, 650. Reading, 670 total, 1320. I stared, refreshed, stared again. 1320. That was fine, good at even. But not me, not the girl who'd solved every practice test perfectly, not the brain that dreamed in equations. My phone rang. Bethany screaming. Iris, oh my God, I go to 1600. A perfect SCORE. Can you believe it? The world tilted. What? I know, I thought I failed, but I got PRVC. My parents are freaking out. We're going to Morton's to celebrate. You have to come. I can't. I'm working. Oh, right. Well, how did you do? Fine, I managed. I did fine. Oh, well, not everyone can be a genius. She laughed. Gotta go. Dad's popping champagne. I sat in that hotel room, surrounded by someone else's mess, and tried to understand. Bethany, who couldn't factor a polynomial, who thought Pythagoras was a Greek god, who'd never finished a test section in her life, had scored perfectly, while I... No, this wasn't possible. I called the college board, waited on hold for an hour, finally reached a human. I need to verify my test scores. I think there's been a mistake. Ma'am, score verification requests must be submitted in writing with a $55 fee. Please, can you confirm these are really my scores? Iris Chen, Testing Center 4847. Typing. Pause. I show scores of 650 math, 670 reading for Iris Chen, reported 6 weeks ago. And for Bethany Chen, same testing center. I can't share another student's scores. I hung up, but I knew. Somehow I knew. The how became clear months later, after Bethany's Harvard acceptance, after my rejection from every school that mattered, after I'd enrolled in community college and picked up extra shifts to afford it. Her brother Kevin got drunk at Thanksgiving. Engineering degree, tech job, loose lips. Remember when you hacked the college board for Beth? He laughed to their cousin Marcus. Classic. She owes you forever for that score swap. Marcus, equally drunk, grinned. Easiest hack ever. Their system is ancient. Just had to switch the SNs in the database. Iris's scores to Beth, Beth's to Iris. Boom. Harvard material. They didn't see me in the hallway. Didn't know I'd recorded every word on my phone. Didn't realize they'd just confessed to a federal crime. But I didn't go to the police. Not yet. Because destroying Bethany immediately would be too easy, too merciful. She needed to build her castle first, needed to climb high enough that the fall would break her. So I waited, and planned, and climbed my own way. Community college to state school to tech job to software engineering. Every skill Marcus had used to steal my future, I learned myself. Plus law, intellectual property, cybercrime, educational fraud. I became an expert in the systems that had failed me. Meanwhile, Bethany documented everything. Instagram stories from Harvard parties, LinkedIn posts about internships she couldn't have earned, Twitter threads about merit and having what it takes. She built her brand on my foundation, never knowing I was undermining every brick. The evidence I gathered was meticulous. The drunk confession, video recorded. Marcus's digital footprint from the hack, he used his home IP, the idiot. Bethany's forged recommendation letters. Yes, she'd faked those too. Her plagiarized essays, bought from a service I tracked down. Every post where she'd admitted to cheating because everyone does it. But the masterpiece was her senior thesis, The Myth of Meritocracy, How Systemic Advantages Create Success. The irony was delicious. She'd written 97 pages about how privilege compounds while stealing the ultimate privilege from someone without it. Of course, she hadn't actually written it. I found the ghostwriter, gotten his confession, documented the payments. 4 years. 4 years of watching her live my dream while I built my case. 4 years of congratulations, and so proud while I smiled and seethed and schemed. Yesterday, I sent everything to Harvard's Dean of Academic Integrity. Not anonymously, with my full name, my real SAID scores, my whole story. Plus the evidence, mountains of it, irrefutable, digital, forensic level proof. The subject line was simple, regarding Bethany Chen, class of 2024. The dean called me personally within 3 hours, then the FBI, then the College Board's fraud division. Then reporters who'd somehow gotten wind of the story. But I didn't answer any of them, not yet, because today was May 19th, graduation day, and I wanted to watch it all fall down in real time. I sat in my apartment, laptop open to Bethany's Instagram Live. She was in her cap and gown, glowing with achievement she'd never earned. "Can't believe it's finally here," she gushed to her followers. "Harvard class of 2024. This is what happens when you work hard and—" A knock on her dorm door, muffled voices, the phone shaking as she set it down. "Miss Chen, we need you to come with us. The dean needs to see you immediately. But graduation is in an hour. Now, Ms. Chen." The live feed cut off, but I knew what came next because I'd helped orchestrate it. The long walk to University Hall. The conference room full of administrators, lawyers, federal agents. The evidence laid out like a buffet of her destruction. Her phone started blowing up within minutes. I watched the texts roll in on our family group chat. "Bethany, what's happening? Why are there police at graduation? KLUS now." Then Aunt Linda, directly to me. "Iris, do you know anything about this?" I typed slowly, deliberately. "Yes, I know everything." The silence in the chat was deafening. Then Uncle Robert. "What did you do?" I told the truth, finally. My phone rang. Aunt Linda, hysterical. "How could you?" "She's family. She's graduating today." "She's graduating with my scores," I said calmly. "Living my life. Building her future on theft. It was just a test. You could have retaken it." "Could I? With what money? What time?" "While working 3 jobs because you all decided I wasn't worth helping. We gave you opportunities. You gave me hand-me-downs and condescension. I earned that perfect score. Bethany stole it. And you all knew, didn't you? At some level, you had to know she wasn't capable of." She hung up. The family explosion was immediate and atomic. Cousins choosing sides, aunts and uncles calculating damage. My parents, quiet and dignified, finally speaking up. "We always knew our daughter was special. Now you know it too." By evening, the story was everywhere. Harvard senior expelled hours before graduation for elaborate SAT fraud. Bethany's social media vanished, Instagram, LinkedIn, everything scrubbed. But the internet never forgets. Screenshots spread like wildfire. The best part was Marcus's arrest. Hacking the college board is a federal crime. He was looking at real prison time. Kevin, who'd known and benefited from similar fraud, was under investigation too. And Bethany, expelled, degree revoked, 4 years erased. Her job offer at McKinsey, gone. Her future, rewritten. She called me once from a number I didn't recognize. "I hope you're happy," she sobbed. "You've ruined my life." "No," I corrected. "I gave you back yours. The one where actions have consequences. I'll sue you for defamation." "With what?" "Your parents' money is going to criminal defense lawyers, and truth isn't defamation." "Why now?" Her voice broke. "Why did you wait?" "Because you needed to feel it. Every achievement, every opportunity, every door that opened, you needed to know it was all built on sand. That at any moment, someone could tell the truth and take it all away, just like you did to me. I was young. I was stupid. I was pressured. You were 18, same as me, old enough to choose." She made one last attempt. "We're family, Iris. Doesn't that mean anything?" I thought about it, about shared birthdays and sleepovers, about her teaching me to braid hair and me teaching her fractions, about the moment she decided I was worth less than a test score. "It meant everything," I said, "until you decided it meant nothing." I hung up. The aftermath is still unfolding. The Chen family is in chaos. Sides drawn, lawyers retained, reputations shattered. The story went viral on Reddit, TikTok, everywhere. Other students are coming forward of similar frauds. The College Board is under fire for their security failures. But I'm at peace. Not happy, there's no joy in destroying someone you once loved, but at peace with the justice of it. I never got to Harvard. That door closed forever the day Bethany stole my scores. But I built my own path, earned my own success, and learned something Harvard couldn't teach. Sometimes the best revenge isn't immediate gratification. It's letting someone climb to the highest peak with stolen equipment, then showing the world, at the summit, that they never deserved to be there. Bethany's Instagram bio used to read, Harvard 24 consultant living proof that hard work pays off. Now it's blank. Like the diploma she'll never receive. Like the future she stole from me and lost for herself. Natural selection, baby. Turns out she was right about one thing. Some people aren't meant for the Ivy League. And after 4 years of patient waiting, Harvard finally figured out which one of us that was. The best part? This morning, Harvard's Dean of Admissions called me personally. Ms. Chen, we've reviewed your original application in light of recent revelations. While we can't change the past, we'd like to discuss our new non-traditional student program. It seems Harvard owes you an opportunity. I told them I'd think about it. After all, I've learned the value of making people wait.